Okay, so it's capture again. The mission seems exactly the same, and we get a handle. Lovely. Now we need a blade and a guard. And there it is, the blade. So we only got one dupe. Take active defense to new height with a deadly flying shield and a brutal blade. Ooh la la, well now I'm excited. Let's get it built. You know what? I've been loving these brutal Grineer weapons lately. There's just something special about them. Laser pew pew guns are all nice and dandy, but a vrooming chainsaw of doom? Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to that. But anyway, the tuck and lug, a sword and shield combo that does primarily slash damage, with a little bit of impact on the side. It sports a 21% crit chance with a 1.9 times crit multiplier, so slightly below average, as well as a 31% status chance. Now the most interesting thing about the tuck and lug is its heavy attack, which throws the shield. Now while that's not too unusual, we have a few weapons like that, the difference with the tuck and lug is that the shield explodes 3 times in a relatively large area, dealing a decent chunk of blast damage. So it's definitely something to bear in mind when you're setting up a build for it, which is exactly what we're gonna do now, so let's give it a shot, shall we? Oh yeah, before I forget about it, if you missed either of the 2 new Grineer weapons, so either the Tonfas or this one, there's gonna be another alert starting on May 16th and ending on May 19th, where I'll be able to pick both of them up. Man, Grineer weapons are just the coolest. They're simply the best. Better than all the rest and so forth. Let's see what it do. Oh, hold up. That's not just... No. That's doing something. That's not just a simple throw. Hold on a second. Is it exploding or something? I think it is. Did they make an explosive shield? Oh, DE, I love you. That's so good. I'm gonna check the wiki, but I'm pretty sure there's some kind of an explosion here. Hello, Fine Harbinger, my beloved. This is like the best stance in the game. I'm gonna try a heavy build first, so sack pressure and steel. Some wind-up speed with Amalgam Shatter. Yep. Koros. If for now, just so we have some elemental damage in there, let's go try it out. I mean, it works. We can definitely scale this up quite a bit with the right mods. But, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. This doesn't feel like a weapon that I would want to continuously throw, so I think we will actually go for a Tennokai setup. Let's get these out and then figure out what kind of Tennokai we're gonna go for. Yeah, Discipline's Merit, so that we get a throw every 4 hits. That sounds pretty good. Kinda wanna go viral here. Actually, do we wanna go unranked? That's 147 versus 157, so both unranked, maybe? Yeah, that's roughly about a 3-to-1 ratio. This way we mostly proc slash with a bit of viral on the side. This works because we can kinda catch up on status with Weeping Wounds, because Weeping Wound scales off of base status, not modded. Rest is pretty straightforward: Condi Overload, Blood Rush, Galvanized Steel, eventually Galvanized Elementalist in that D polarity. This is the way to go, my dudes and dudettes. I'm seeing some nice numbers, and the rhythm on Discipline's Merit is really nice as well. Look at this, yeah? Hey, lovely slash damage. Absolutely terrific. I want to see how a bit of extra range is going to feel. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but let's try it out with Spring-Loaded Blade for a moment. Now, you can of course do Influence, as with most weapons, but I want to do Melee Animosity, because I don't like ham-fisting Influence into every single melee build I do. Oh, this is feeling extra good. I'm liking this. That was super duper fast. I honestly don't think we need the extra range, so let's swap it out for Galvanized Elementalist. I guess we're gonna do Berserker Fury for the last one, because I'm still using Arcane Strike for attack speed, and I don't like to do that if I don't have to. And that, as they say, is that. Let's get rid of that Arcane Strike. I'm seeing some pretty monstrous numbers here, actually. I've seen the heavy attack do like upwards of 15 million damage on a red crit. Extremely entertaining, very fun indeed. Like, Fun Harbinger helps a lot. It is an extraordinarily fun stance, but the heavy attack itself is just very fun to use. I like that we went the Discipline's Merit route here, because you get just the right amount of heavy attacks. You don't use them too much, but also not too little. It's actually pretty similar to the Tenet Agendas, which is also a very fun weapon, though I think I do prefer the Tuck and Lug. I am very pleased with the result here. I would love to try it on an Acolyte though. Hello? Malise. My dude. Where are you, bud? Hello? Ooh. Sit down, please. Sit down. You definitely have options when it comes to builds, and that's always nice. I love weapons that allow you to build them in many different ways. Like, this is a pretty old schoolish / vital build, but you can go with influence. That makes everything ridiculous, works on pretty much everything, right? But I'm pretty sure you could also do like a duplicate setup if you drop galvanized steel and you curb the crit chance a little bit. You could, I think you could do, what is it called? A crescendo build as well, just a heavy attack build, and utilize crescendo so you can do 12x heavies as well. I'm pretty sure that would work too, if you finagled it around a little bit. This is, in my opinion, an absolute 10 out of 10. It looks great, performance is good, like you have a variety of build options, and it's extremely easy to get, if you don't miss the alerts, of course. So here's what we ended up with on the tuck and lug. As the stance we have Final Harbinger, which is one of my favorite stances in the entire game. It's extremely fun. And as our Tenukai trigger we have Discipline's Merit, which changes Tenukai from being a random trigger to trigger on every 4th hit instead. This makes it a lot more reliable and it gives it a nice rhythm. Then for the actual mods we have Condition Overload for base damage, Blood Rush and Galvanized Steel for crit, Berserker Fury for attack speed, Unranked Virulent Scourge and Vicious Frost for a little bit of vital damage, then Weeping Wounds for status chance and Galvanized Melementalist for status damage and status chance. Now the arcane isn't all that impactful here. I'm running Melee Animosity just so I get a little bit more crit on heavy attacks, but you can play around with different arcanes and see which one you like the most. I'm also using the Naramon Focus School for my combo sustain, so if you're running a different focus school, you're either gonna have to run a Dexterity arcane on your primary or secondary, or squeeze in a combo sustain mod somewhere into the build. And finally, I also have a priming pad, Good Boy Harrow, that primes Cold, Impact, Puncture, Magnetic, Radiation, Heat and Viral. This, on top of providing the benefit of all the status effects, also adds a truck ton of damage through Condition Overload. This is an extremely fun, well-performing weapon that you can get essentially for free. You need to do a few alerts and that's it. So of course I'm gonna recommend you give it a shot. Do the alerts, get yourself the tuck and lug. If you don't, you're gonna regret it later. It's just good. I can't think of a single bad thing to say about it. So if you've missed the first alert, which ended today, there's going to be another alert going from May 16th to May 19th, and this will reward both the Tonkat and the tuck and lug. So if you missed either of the two weapons, make sure to pick them up. And as always guys, I thank you very much for watching and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Then I would also like to extend a special thank you to all the channel members. Thank you very much guys, I really appreciate your support, it means a lot to me. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.